The battlefield was chaos incarnate. Smoke choked the air, dust clung to uniforms, and the distant echo of gunfire rattled the edges of every nerve. In the midst of it all, she moved unseen, a shadow among shadows, striking with precision that left the enemy bewildered and the Allied forces alive. They never knew her name. After that day, she became a legend, whispered in half-formed words, called only the Invisible Ghost. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who is listening. Her name didn't matter to them, but it mattered to her. Captain Mara Sinclair had trained for moments like this, not for recognition, but for results. Every heartbeat, every measured breath, every subtle adjustment of her rifle-less scope had been honed through years of discipline and relentless practice. She had faced doubt, skepticism, and isolation before. Today she faced the unthinkable, an entire battalion pinned down, outnumbered, under fire, and depending on her quiet mastery to survive. The terrain was unforgiving. Rocky ridges and sparse cover dotted the area. Wind whipped across exposed ridges, carrying the acrid scent of gunpowder. Mara's team had retreated to safety, trusting her to turn the tide. She could hear the trembling calls of those who remained, soldiers unsure if they would see another sunrise. The pressure was suffocating, but Mara thrived in it. Her focus sharpened. Every movement was deliberate, silent, invisible. She thought she'd be just another casualty in the memory of this battle. She was wrong. Her rifle sang 3 times, each shot deliberate, precise, and devastatingly effective. Enemy fire faltered, confusion rippling through their ranks like an unexpected tide. Mara's presence was felt but not seen, her influence spreading like a shadow that reshaped the battlefield. She moved seamlessly from ridge to ridge, ensuring no soldier fell where she could prevent it, leaving only silence and awe in her wake. The moral tension was palpable. Could she risk exposure for greater effect, or remain unseen and let chance dictate who survived? Each choice carried weight beyond strategy, carried life and death. Mara's thoughts were disciplined, unwavering, yet deeply human. She wanted every soldier to live, yet understood that her role was never to seek glory, only impact. Enemy forces attempted to flank what remained of her battalion. Mara adjusted, recalculated, and struck again. Her shots disrupting coordinated movements, halting advances, and creating openings. Soldiers under her unseen cover pushed forward, inspired by the invisible hand guiding them, unaware that the hand belonged to someone whose name would never be spoken again.
Whispers spread
among those who survived, half in disbelief, half in awe. Did anyone see her? One asked. The ghost? She saved us all. No one knew who to credit. No one saw her leave. The legend of the invisible ghost had begun. The climax arrived as the enemy launched a final assault, desperate and ruthless. Mara took the highest ridge, her body low, scope trained, calculating wind, distance, and timing. Each shot dismantled strategy, each pull of the trigger a lesson in patience and precision. With a final, decisive action, the enemy broke entirely, retreating into chaos, leaving the battlefield in fragile but alive order. When the dust settled, silence replaced the roar of battle. Soldiers emerged from cover, scanning for the hero they owed their lives to, but she had vanished. Mara had accomplished what she came to do, and yet she became nothing more than a whisper, a story passed quietly among comrades. Her anonymity amplified her legend, turning skill into myth, courage into inspiration. Because courage doesn't vanish, it waits, and it finds its way back. And in the quiet aftermath, the battlefield remembered her not as Mara Sinclair, but as the invisible ghost. A presence that had altered fate, preserved lives, and embodied the idea that true heroism sometimes exists beyond names, titles, and recognition. She had acted for others, for the living, for the mission, and that was enough. If this story moved you, share where you're watching from and which moment amazed you the most. Subscribe to Whispered Words for more tales of courage, precision, and heroes who step into legend quietly, leaving a mark that the world may never name but will never forget.